This is Arizona Decodes. I break down these trending stories connected with Arizona. Shout out to y'all. And in this one, for 20 years, Arizona had one IKEA. Now there will be 3. What to know? And if you didn't know, IKEA, Scandinavian, chain selling, ready to assemble furniture, plus textiles, lighting, and home decor. I may have been in one at one point in my time. What you see right here, IKEA, out of Sweden, I guess. You see the Sweden colors right there. Let's click on this Wikipedia. Owned and operated by a series of not-for-profit and for-profit corporations collectively known and managed as Inter IKEA Group and Inca Group. The IKEA brand itself is owned and managed by Inter IKEA Systems BV, a company incorporated and headquartered in the Netherlands. You see that right there? Right, and then they have a lot of the history here as well. Maybe we'll come back and revisit that, but for now we can play this little news clip here. They opened a new IKEA, so they already had one in Tempe. They made this announcement on May 7th of this new one opening in Phoenix, which will open next year. And they made that announcement on the same day that a Scottsdale location opened, right? So I think this video, they're speaking of the Scottsdale IKEA that again opened on May 7th. And again, May 7th, they made the announcement of the new Phoenix one that will be opening next year. So let's play this.
Some of you may remember this. When IKEA first got to town, if you were here, back in 2004, that Swedish home furniture giant opened up. People were waiting out in line overnight to see this thing. So camping out there for a week.
Yeah, okay, so 21 years later, IKEA is expanding in the Valley. But as 12 News journalist Kyle Simchuk shows us, their second store is a little bit different.
A big celebration for a smaller but significant IKEA location. IKEA Scottsdale at the Promenade opened its doors Wednesday morning.
Notice Scottsdale S, Sweden S. IKEA out of Sweden.
Becoming the second IKEA in Arizona.
So it's been 20 years in the making, and our ambition is to become more accessible, affordable, and convenient for the many people in Arizona.
But at this new location, don't expect to grab a cart or even a meatball. You also won't be getting lost in a maze of showrooms because this is a plan and order store, a 2,500 square foot space where you can meet with an IKEA expert to design your dream kitchen, bedroom, bath, or closet.
They're going to get that individual experience and guidance from our IKEA team here. And while you can't take home your goods here today, we can arrange for delivery or for a free pickup at this location.
Randy Chan is remodeling her bathroom and became the first customer at IKEA Scottsdale. She lives only a few minutes away.
Exactly. I think that's a huge benefit, is not having to drive all the way to Tempe to pick up something. So I met with Carrie. She was very nice and helpful. I kind of told her what I've seen online already, and then based off of that, she was able to look on their inventory list and pick out the different products for me.
IKEA's expansion doesn't stop here.
We are super happy to announce that we have plans for IKEA Phoenix. It will be a one-level store format, approximately 75,000 square feet, with immediate takeaway of over 3,000 articles, and even a Swedish deli concept, so you can get your meatballs.
The third store near Cactus Road and Tatum Boulevard is expected to open early next year. IKEA says this expansion is part of their goal to become more accessible, convenient, and affordable for Arizonans.
I'm very excited that this is here.
In Scottsdale, Kyle Simchuk, 12 News.
Okay. So we already have one in Tempe. They opened this one in Scottsdale on May 7th. And on that same day, they announced a new location opening in Phoenix, and they're saying sometime next year. All right, so you with me? Again, this is Arizona Decodes. What do you check this out? So you see the title of our article: for 20 years, Arizona had one IKEA. Now there will be three. 203. Look how Phoenix, Arizona in the language equals 203. You see that? Everything's ran on the language and these numbers, okay? And, expect that Phoenix location next year to open at some point. But look at that, 203 Phoenix, Arizona in the reverse cipher. And you see 20 years, Arizona had one IKEA, now there will be three. Even the store is one level and covers approximately 75,000 square feet. It will offer customers access to over 23,000 items, 230, similar to 203. You see that? You scratch the zeros, you get the 2 and the 3. What do you think about Phoenix and IKEA both equating to 26 in the language, and the upcoming founding anniversary 26 date numerology as well? You see, IKEA was first registered as a trading company on July 28th, 1943, when Ingvar was just 17 years old, whoever that is. In his early years as an entrepreneur, I don't know, the founder, I guess. He imported things like pens, watches, and nylon stockings, adding furniture to the range in 1948. But yes, new IKEA hitting in Phoenix next year, they say. IKEA 26 like Phoenix. And you see the July 28th founding anniversary upcoming with the 26 date numerology. This announcement of the new store in Phoenix on the same day as the Scottsdale, kind of like a little storefront. We just saw that video. But the Scottsdale location opens May 7th. The same day they announced the Phoenix location to open next year. Look at, that's May 7th, or the 7th day of the 5th month. Look at how furniture equals 57. The Phoenix location, approximately 75,000 square feet, like the 7th day of the 5th month. Primarily consisting of home furnishings, accessories, and about 75 small furniture items. Phoenix, Arizona equals 175. So isn't that awesome? How the date factors in. Obviously known for furniture. Furniture hits with the date. 75 small furniture items, approximately 75,000 square feet, the new Phoenix location. Phoenix, Arizona, 175. And don't forget down here, 23,000 items to connect with the 203. For 20 years, Arizona had one IKEA. Now there will be three. 203. Look at the article date that we're looking at here. The 10th day of the 5th month. So the article hits a few days after the Scottsdale location opens, which again was the same day they announced the new Phoenix location coming next year. And remember, Sweden S like Scottsdale. Look at the article date, the 10th day of the 5th month, 105. If you didn't know, now you know. Arizona equals 105 in the language. Even furniture has 51. So you get the 5 and the 1. Look at, this is Arizona. Look at 26 letters in the alphabet, A to Z. Look at, so A would in reverse would be 26, right? That's interesting, right? Because we just hit with the 26 there, Phoenix, IKEA 26, and then that 26-day numerology. But you see again how the 10th day of the 5th month syncs up with Arizona, 105, furniture 51. What about that? What about that? Okay? Because 11 weeks and 5 days before the founding anniversary was this opening in Scottsdale and the announcement of the Phoenix location to open next year. 11 weeks, 5 days before the founding anniversary, July 28th, 115. Enter IKEA Systems BV equals 115. And you see, that's just a straight up copy and paste. Look at the company up there. You see it? 115, 115, 105, 105 with the article, furniture 51. You get those same numbers. Now, you see they're kind of going over the founding here. Was first registered as a trading company on July 28, 1943. Watches, nylon stockings. Look, adding furniture to the range in 1948. If you didn't know, now you know. Arizona is the 48th state. We get the IKEA story. Okay? And obviously, we already connected furniture back here. And don't forget, furniture's got the 5-7. So you see how the 5-7 hits. You see how the 5 and the 1 hit. Adding furniture to the range in 48. And Arizona equals 84 in the code as well. You can go to the Gematrinator 85 calculator, and Arizona equals 84 to sync up with the 48 here. And don't forget this new location opening on 5-7, Scottsdale S, IKEA based out of Sweden, S. And I want you to look at the arrow over here. So 11 weeks, 5 days. We just hit on that. All right, 5-7, May 7th, 11 weeks, 5 days before the founding anniversary. Look how it's the same as 82 days. You see the duration variation right here? The same as 82 days. IKEA equals 82 and 28. The founding anniversary upcoming on the 28th of July. Even the CEO and chief sustainability officer for IKEA US, Javier Quinonez, if I probably butcher it, I know how to spell it. His name equals 82. How about that? And of course, they bring him up in the article. We are thrilled to offer Phoenix metro area residents more ways to shop and experience IKEA. Check that out. 82, 82, 82, 28, founded on the 28th of July. Founded the upcoming anniversary, the 82-year anniversary of the founding of IKEA. We're in 2025 with this story. Founded in 43, 82 years ago. So the upcoming anniversary will be they'll turn 82. Woo! Talk about exposing a fake world. Talk about exposing a fake world there. And even in a small town of Almholt in Småland, Sweden, Småland, S, Sweden S. This new store opening on 5/7, Scottsdale again S. Right? And on the same day, they announced the Phoenix location opening next year. I didn't see a date with that. But isn't that amazing? 82, 82, 28, 28, 82, 82 years ago, the founding. Even Scottsdale equals 28 in the language. This is just 4 base ciphers with the language here, people. This is just 4 base ciphers with the language. Okay? Ordinal, ABC 1, 2, 3, reverse, Z would be 1, Y2, X3, all the way to A, which would be 26. Straight up numerology. You have reduction forwards with the language. You have reverse reduction. It's as simple as that. You know, is IKEA synced up with Kia? The car? Kia? Possibly. Look, South Korean multinational automobile manufacturing. Synced up. You get the S. You see that? On the fly, look, Seoul, South Korea. Synced up. This stuff is all with the language. IKEA, Kia. I'm telling you. Look at this. Look at this on the fly. With sales over 2.8 million vehicles. On the fly. I'm not playing. Everything's with the language. With no other connections between IKEA and Kia that I'm seeing here. With the language. You see how this hits. On the fly right there. On the fly. Even look at the Phoenix location here. This Phoenix location opening sometime next year. Cactus Road and Tatum Boulevard. 92. Sweden equals 92. Remember IKEA based out of Sweden. Sweden's got the 29. The upcoming founding anniversary of IKEA, July 28th, the 209th day of the year. Like 29, y'all. Woo!
Big news for Valley shoppers. IKEA is coming to Scottsdale. The Swedish furniture giant announced plans to open a new location near Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard and Scottsdale Road. Inside the Scottsdale Promenade, the store will feature IKEA's smaller format concept, making it easier for shoppers to grab what they need without navigating a massive warehouse.
Even look at the number under exit right there. Look at 151. You get the ones and the fives again.
It's all part of IKEA's push to get closer to urban customers.
Look, you get the 1 and the 5 again right there, man.
According to Scottsdale.com, the store is set to open this month.
You get the 1 and the 5 again. You see? You get the 1 and the 5 again. I don't know if that was the address. What do you think about that? So, heavy, 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 heavy. You know? So, again, we have a Tempe location. On May 7th, they open this kind of mini version. You can't take your furniture home in Scottsdale on the same day that they announce another location coming in Phoenix. Okay, for 20 years, Arizona had one IKEA. Now there will be 3. Wow. Look at, I mean, within the article, who doesn't see that? 75,000 square feet, 75 small furniture items. You get the 230 like 203. The announcement on the 7th day of the 5th month, and the Scottsdale location opens on the 7th day of the 5th month. And man, we're going to have a Swedish deli concept with the new store in Phoenix. Meatballs, plant balls, hot dogs, veggie dogs, plant dogs, and cinnamon buns. So amazing. Okay, this is Arizona Decodes, man. You know, it doesn't matter what the trending story is. If it's trending, it hits by this code. I appreciate y'all being here. I appear to only be able to put videos on this channel A to Z Decodes. It seems like it's around once a week right now. That's not bad. I guess that'll work. But I do have other links on this channel to other work I have out there, and I have Daily Decodes 812 Daily Decodes over there. So check that out as well. So for 20 years, Arizona had one IKEA. Now there will be 3. What to know? I'm out here in Mesa, Arizona. Where are you at? Let me know in the comments. Are we reaching real people, or is this a completely fake platform? It is called YouTube, right? A to Z Decodes, wherever you're at around the world, it doesn't matter. Until next time.